You don't like my face? But I don't mind it, 'cause you're in front and I'm behind it. That little rhyme was picked up by my father at his school, and he bequeathed it to me endlessly as I was growing up. I think the message was, you can't control your looks, so don't bother about it. True enough. One's own face. I've drawn and painted self-portraits loads of times. Here's one when I was about 19. And here's one with a sort of Bob Dylan album cover vibe. And here's one recently. Yeah. It's one of those subjects you're supposed to do as an artist, like piles of fruit and people without any clothes on. But no matter how much I stare at it, as now, it remains to me an enigma. Am I handsome? No. Just average. I look like the guy in front of you ordering a latte at Starbucks. So here I am, drawing it again. There are lots of useful art rules you can employ when drawing a face, like remembering that the eyes are always in the middle of the head and that they are like one eye's width apart. But they're just guides. For instance, I've noticed that professional tennis players seem to have eyes that are too close together, like predators, while women considered beautiful seem to have eyes at the corners of their heads. And perhaps it's the variations from the norm that make us who we are. Are there things I would change about my face? Of course. Maybe a squarer jaw. While we're about it, more hair on top, please. Thank you. Actually, as I've got older, I've grown hair in abundance, but only where I don't want it. I think we've all wondered what it would be like if we changed our faces to some degree. It's probably the barrage of media images we face. All those relentlessly beautiful people living relentlessly wonderful lives. People in the past had no such thoughts, I suspect. Their media was confined to the stained glass windows in the local church, which, if they were like my local church, looked as if they'd been drawn by a 6-year-old. And yet, it's always a bit disappointing when some celebrity does something to their face to make themselves look younger or whatever. I feel lucky I don't work in a field where that stuff is important. No, my dad was right. That way madness lies. Besides, I've noticed that the more you love somebody with all their complexities, the more their face seems to embody them, and it becomes impossible to make objective judgments about what their face is like. It's just uniquely theirs. And with myself, that effect is even more pronounced. Even after all these years, I can't really get an objective sense of how I look. Anyway, there it is. My face as of 2020. An old and venerable friend, leading my body on a cruise through the years like a weather-beaten figurehead on a ship. Watching out for bad weather, hoping for good. With what lies beyond the horizon, unknown.